yesterday I recorded a video on Charlie Kirk, yeah? And it was a really good video, really good emotional rant. And then when I sat down to edit it, there was this big booger hanging out.
Oh, fuck.
I was like...
Can you AI that out though?
No, like...
can.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. Because if I blur this little bit there, it's just going to stand out. Like,
I'm sure you can.
erase
I'm sure
it.
you can though.
No, you can't erase it. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. But anyway, so what I did to
I know
own
there's
it...
a different
Maybe
multi-million
they
dollar, but they literally erased out freaking what's his name's mustache in Superman.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't have those expertise, okay?
Yeah. That's why it's very different.
Yeah, well, at that level, you can literally do anything. No, so I owned it. I put it on my community post, and I said, guys, I recorded a really good video in Charlie Kirk. But
insulting.
But look at this.
To have a booger
So
when you're
yeah,
on a rant.
and then people were saying, "Don't let the booger win." We don't listen. We don't look at you anyway. We listen. So it doesn't matter. So I uploaded it anyway. So
You actually could have just not done your face for that one.
so the whole video was 30 minutes long.
You could even use videos of you from the past.
No,
lip syncing.
It looks so horrible. But, okay, you tell me you know nothing about video editing without telling me.
You know, it's funny though, like when they play overseas films and they subtitle it, it sort of works.
It works because you're reading the subtitles.
Because I go watch films in Italy with my son, and unfortunately, I can't always see an English one. So I'm watching the English film with an Italian dialogue, but it almost works.
Yeah.
So you can get away with it. I remember when COVID came out, the stories that people would say about the vax, they're putting chips in you to follow you around.
yeah.
Like that liquid has a chip in it, and they're going to follow you now. And it's just like...
Your fucking phone is a fucking tracking device. We were talking about it last time, right? Your fucking phone is a tracking device.
If they want to get you, can't they mix something in your water?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's like some people are just...
Chip in you. But where are you going? Like you went to the cricket today? You were
Yeah.
home? Like, follow me. It's nothing fucking eventful anyway.
Yeah, and then they said, "Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just your freedom." I'm like, "Come on, mate, really?" And then I also know someone who is against Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Bluetooth
Cancer?
keyboards, that, but they use a fucking phone.
Yeah.
They use a phone.
Yeah.
The phone
Why is
has a fucking
Bluetooth
Bluetooth on it.
Wi-Fi? 4G? Remember 5G when 5G was coming out? It's like...
3G, man.
Yeah, it happened with every G.
The 3G, and then suddenly the stories are, oh no, 4G, and then now suddenly 4G's gone to 5G. It's like every fucking G.
Because there was a rumor with the 4G, or are you saying there was one with 3G? Like
Yeah,
the 3G
no.
equals something.
Yeah, they're just saying the 3G does this year, then the 4G happened, and then 5G. It's just like, fuck, man. Everything's a radio frequency, really.
It's funny they still end up adopting all of that.
You know
Yeah.
what's the best internet on earth? The fucking Starlink.
Oh yeah.
I got an aeroplane flight, and the internet on the aeroplane is better than the internet in Australia on land. Qatar flight, they're connected to Starlink. It is super fast.
Unlimited?
It's free.
Throughout the flight?
It was free from Melbourne to wherever you're going. Unlimited. It was just like I could play Fortnite on the plane with my son while FaceTiming him on an aeroplane.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah, Starlink did it, yeah.
Yeah, because they've got that for the if you're even outside and stuff when you have no internet, right? That where they created the Starlink devices to put in.
Oh yeah.
When you're
So what? So they put it on top of the plane or fuselage?
they must
They must
have. Satellite on the plane. And just
And it must be more than one Starlink unit because there's 500 people sitting
I
there.
don't know. Yeah, don't know. They just share the same Starlink.
But still, it was fast, yeah?
It was
Immaculate.
immaculate is the right word.
Like,
For an aeroplane, yeah.
yeah, I've tried it. Like, even when you
FaceTime on an
pay,
aeroplane.
even when you pay, it used to be shit. You're like, why did I pay?
Yeah. You press refresh and you're waiting. And just before it refreshes, fucking press on it again.
So hang on a second. So what did you hear about Charlie Kirk's assassination? You were saying something. I don't think we were recording.
No, well, they're on the media now, and I'm pretty sure it's mainstream as well. Is saying that
That's why I don't trust anyone.
the
hate
guy,
them.
the shooter, is a far right, and the reason why they killed him was because Charlie Kirk is not far right enough for their liking.
So I saw that on social media. All these lefties, a lot of lefty accounts, the people that I like because a lot of lefties are pro-Ukraine. So I follow them, and the amount of derangement and dishonesty that I've seen from the left is infuriating. So this person, his family was MAGA. He hated Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk's too Christian, too right wing. And New York Post has just posted an article that Robinson, I think, whatever his name is, he was in a relationship with a trans woman. He called him fascist, and he was inspired by Antifa's ideology. He even had on bullet casings, he had written something like, you fascist, and Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao. Apparently that's the anthem of Antifa or something. So there is no doubt. But what the left is latching onto is, he did. I don't think he voted for Trump in 2020, but I think he was pro-Trump back in 2020. But his family said that he just turned. He became very left-wing in his views. And I want to know what kind of a far-right person is sleeping with a trans woman. You won't even find people in the center or the left sleeping with a transgender.
So he's dating.
They posted her photo as well.
Well, man, that's
So dishonest.
If that's the case, then that's really
how
some.
do you know that's the case?
New York Post has posted the photos too. New York Post, come on. What about the bullet casings? What about his parents' testimony that he turned left? It just doesn't make any sense. And why would?
I don't think it's.
Also, one more point.
It's got anything to do with left and right. I think you all.
No, Michael, you're too basic. That's why you're saying that.
No.
You don't understand the divide
thing
between
is,
the
it
left
is
and the right.
basic. Some fuckhead in complete stupidity
Okay, I'll give you more.
and just he's the idiot. That one individual.
Okay, I'll give you more. So
He's the
why?
idiot. Whether he's left, right, straight, or
Okay,
back.
I'll give you more. So why are young university students with piercings, blue hair, and all that nonsense jazz that they have, who are pro-transgender, pro-extreme left, why are they dancing and celebrating? Have you seen some of the videos, like some vile
A
videos?
lot of it's ignorance, At that
Not
age,
ignorance.
you don't know
No,
enough.
it tells you who hated him.
At that age, you're very malleable and gullible.
It's not just them. Like old people have done that too. Nurses, doctors, they've posted videos, and now today I was starting to see people getting sacked by their employers for their atrocious behavior. I mean, I didn't know much about Charlie Kirk because I don't follow American politics or American cultural wars, but the amount of dishonesty, they were saying that, he said, they put it in quote marks, that he said black women have less brain power. They quoted him. And they actually posted the video underneath, and in which he's saying specifically to Michelle Obama and someone else over some disagreements. It's like me, if I say, Michael, you don't have the brain power to discuss that. Does that mean that someone can misquote me and say that Harris said that white people don't have the brain power to construct arguments? That's the amount of dishonesty. And
Yeah,
the amount
that's a normal phenomenon of being social. I mean,
Not
as soon
social
as
left,
You,
no.
you open yourself up to that risk. It happens every day of the week.
they're
There's
saying
a
that
lot
he
of clickbait.
celebrated.
It's just a lot of clickbait stuff.
They said, no, it's not clickbait, that these people believe in it. And that's why the amount of hatred that they have for these center-right people who are in the center, like reasonable people. Like I disagreed with Charlie Kirk. I only found out now after his death. His stance on abortion was very firm. Okay, I'm pro-choice. And he was a Christian. That's it. Everything else that he said about black crime, he said about the immigrants, he said about Islam, I was like, yeah, these are commonsensical arguments. I don't disagree with them. But these echo chambers that they create for themselves, they repeat these lies, they construct a narrative, and then they peddle it, and then they distribute it, and they dogmatically believe in it. And that's why it's not just simple stupidity, what you just said, that, it's just gullibility. No, because they're seeing that day in, day out, that, Charlie Kirk views black women as inferior beings, and it's being regurgitated over and over again. And that's why they say, Charlie Kirk got
but
shot
like
in
you
the
said,
neck.
you quickly looked at the video and realized that's not what he said. So it is stupidity, because all you got to do is look at the video that you looked at to realize
but-
that clickbait was not fucking accurate.
Michael,
Didn't
you're
take
not.
much.
Michael, you're not consuming this data. This is what I'm saying. You don't understand how people are getting engrossed in their own
No,
echo
I
chamber,
know,
which is
And then I think
I've
also
got
people
first-
don't look at the video.
I've got first-hand experience because of COVID. I saw people go down rabbit holes
and Hamas and Palestine.
and yeah, exactly. They just look. You see what you want to see. You hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, and you can find anything online these days to
Yeah, of
back up
course.
your argument, right? So
Well, I chat to AI now and again, and he can argue for both ways. If I ask its opinion, do you think
Yeah.
black's the right color? Yeah, it's good. But what about red? No, but red can be. It's like
What about on people?
because
ChatGPT could.
I made we're talking with mates and we're just being stupid and my mate was saying all this stuff is bad, whatever the case, right? When it comes to food, but he loves oats, and I literally went on Google, go, can oats be bad for you? And then literally I found articles of saying why oats is bad for
people
you.
say oats is the worst of the
You
worst.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you can find anything to back yourself up. But it was also there was this meme. There was this meme once is that a person goes into like a doctor's surgery. It was like a cartoon meme, and the doctor was like giving this person all like this pile of research on a particular subject. Okay, and then this person didn't believe it. Goes, well, I've got this to say that you're wrong, and it was just one piece of paper. And where the doctor has like this pile of research, and then so people do that. They find one thing, they're like, nah, that's gospel. So
go back to Bella Ciao, the song, because I played it recently. So you're saying that song has some nasty connotations to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So should I listen to it or not? Am I allowed to?
No, you
Does
can.
that mean I'm fascist
No,
if I listen to it?
No, I only found out just
worried
after
now.
this.
wait, what's this song?
It's a song, Bella Ciao.
Bella Ciao. Bella Ciao.
Dun, dun,
Have you-
dun.
What was
No,
that TV show? Yeah, but what was the TV show? Like,
Oh, yeah, okay, I know what you want. I
it
think,
was
yeah.
famous overseas. I don't know
Bella
if it's
Ciao.
famous here.
Yeah, I know what
Prison
you're talking
Break?
about.
No, not Prison Break. Something. Yeah, anyway, it was a foreign show, Spanish show or something. Yeah, so apparently it's the national anthem
Of fascism.
of no, Antifa, not fascist. Opposite. So Antifa, who behave like fascists themselves, they call everyone fascist.
Yeah, yeah.
We can't play that. We'll get a copyright strike.
Really?
Yeah.
See
I think, no, you can't even play
weirdness?
instrumentals now.
No, but if I played the instruments, and I sang the words,
No, even then,
that
I think
copyright?
you have to get a cover permission or something.
Yeah.
They're pretty tough.
Because you even see
Is
those
it
when
recording or not?
people do reviews of songs or
Maybe we
movies and
should-
stuff, is that you see them they play it for however long, and then they stop and they talk and they do whatever, and then they replay it again. It's annoying sometimes, but I think that's
I'm not allowed to,
copyright.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I don't know, but this whole Charlie Kirk thing, crazy. It's crazy. I can't. When it came out
You see the
and
video?
they were talking
Sad.
about it. Yeah, I've seen the video. The video was
So
video is
sad.
fucked.
It was so sad.
Yeah.
Like his children were there. His daughter was there, 3 years old. She's Rose's age, and his wife gave a press conference 2 days later, and I hadn't heard that. So I was recording my video and I was saying, yeah, this is a funny age for a kid. So she would have seen something's bad happen to daddy, and then where's daddy? Was he going to come home? Like, because obviously she wouldn't have said, hey, your dad is dead. So she's asking, where's daddy? It's like all of a sudden, so young, 31. All for having a different political
But
opinion, but
you've
people are
experienced this.
celebrating. That's the worst part.
You've
So
ex-
he was crazy. Okay, I get it. He was crazy. But all these, I have seen literally thousands of videos. Young, stupid idiots, college students, doctors, nurses, just because they're on the other side of the spectrum, they're celebrating it, singing songs. By the way, why do they all look so weird and retarded? I'm sorry, I'm going to say that. Purple hair, piercing there. Fucked up. No,
I don't think all of them,
no,
all
I
left wing
swear
look
to
like
God,
that.
like 70% of them, even the chicks.
I don't know that all of them
Pink
look like that.
there, red there. Oh, something's fucked. Anyway, so this guy, this, fuck them. Like, at least I'm not wishing death upon them, or at least I'm not going to dance on their fucking funeral. This guy, yeah, so he not some teenager, 35 years old or something, piercing there in his nose bridge, and shaved head. I think he was bald. If he had hair, I think he would have colored it purple. He goes, I made a tweet and and my employer saw that and on Saturday sacked me. Like, come on, guys, it was just one tweet. I deleted it. Sorry, but not sorry. I was like, oh, he's having a rant about like cancel culture, but he's saying, yeah, look, I deleted it, but I'm still not sorry though. Like,
I
sorry,
did,
but
I
not
did
sorry.
think of something. Correct me if I'm wrong, because as you always point out, I'm ill-informed. These people you're talking about are the same people that support, against Israel and the war.
Oh yeah, all of them. The pro-Palestinians are the
hold
biggest
on.
cheerleaders of Charlie's death.
Follow this train of thought. So they are happy what happened to Charlie because he antagonized this group. So the fact that he antagonized them, they're well within their rights, or to even celebrate his death.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit
because
anyway.
he
That's what they're
antagonized them.
But
hold on,
I don't even think he
he's-
antagonizes
But
them. right?
Israel's not within their rights because they were antagonized with the invasion and the kidnappings and the murder. Isn't that antagonizing on a fucking whole nother level?
No, because they've already got a very strong opinion on that Israel is a Zionist settler colonial state that shouldn't exist. They're blowing up kids. Forget about Hamas. We're not going to talk about Hamas, but whatever Hamas did is fine. By the way, the same people say rape is resistance. They say that. They pasted stickers on New York subway.
What is
Rape is resistance. It's become a very common slogan of these pro-Palestinian people. So they already have a villain and a hero in their story, in that equation. So anyone and I've seen it. I have never made fun of the suffering of the Palestinian people. Never. I always criticize the Muslim diaspora and all these pro-Pali people outside of Gaza. I've never made light of the situation of civilians dying. This is what I meant when I said that they create a narrative and they dogmatically believe in it, and even though it's built on lies. So again, just like that, they had this video which had millions of views on Twitter. This account posted, just like, oh, he said black women have no brain or something, when he's clearly talking about Michelle Obama in a very specific case. Oh, he celebrated the deaths of Palestinian children, so we are celebrating his death. And underneath, they played this video in which he's arguing with a pro-Palestinian guy, in which he's blaming Hamas for the suffering of the Palestinian people. That's different. If he was saying, well done, yeah, you Palestinian, you deserve to die, then you could say, okay, this guy is evil, he's fucked up. But that's not what he's saying. He's subscribing to a different narrative where he's saying that whatever is happening to the people of Palestine or Gaza, Hamas is the cause of that. And that's my opinion as well. I mean, you poked the bear and you started a war, and now Israel cannot back down until they eliminate Hamas. Now, in the process, Hamas hides behind women and children. They use them as human shields. And he said that too. So Israel gives you flyers, text messages. Like, we've seen these flyers raining on them. Like, please vacate this area. We're about to bomb this place. Which is also counterintuitive. No wonder they can't defeat Hamas, because they lose the element of surprise. So it's not only civilians who leave, Hamas leaves that area too. Wars, unfortunately, have to be brutal. You have to go, if you're going after Hamas and you know there's some 10, 15 innocent people there too, sometimes you got to take that shot. Now, I wouldn't want to be a part of that, but I understand that this is what's always happened. That's the reason why since World War II, we can't win any wars, because we try to minimize civilian casualties. And your enemy knows that. Hamas knows it. Hamas knows that, they don't want to kill civilians, because if when these videos of blown up civilians or children go around the world, then these blue-haired Wokistanis will be like, look, evil Israel.
Is it for I don't know a lot about these topics and wars and stuff, right? But there's like a war council, right? There's some sort of war rules. For me, to actually have rules for war
it's
and
Geneva
war
Convention.
crimes is that's telling. That's, for me, that's telling. It's like you're preparing for things to happen, and there's a set of rules in war like it's a sport.
For example, you can't bomb hospitals or schools, yeah? So Hamas knows this. So what Hamas does, they use schools and hospitals as their militant bases, hideouts. And Israel goes after them, and they're like, look, Israel's so evil.
I don't know. I think it's just, for me, I think we know that wars and all that thing is just really bad for civilians in general.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That's why you avoid wars.
Yeah.
You don't go into music festivals and start shooting people in the heads and then start raping women. That's why you avoid wars. That's somebody tell that Hamas.
Yeah.
You know, Hamas. But again, like I was just reliving that. I was just talking to a friend on the phone just before I got here, and I was saying, why did we end up having the position that we ended up taking? And I was thinking, I was reliving that. I was in Italy. You went to Paris. I remember I took your car in Italy, and I went to Mount Vesuvius. And that friend sent me a text message that, oh, look, these Palestinians have gone into Israel and it's gone crazy. And my initial reaction was like, oh, they've been fighting with each other for decades. So I didn't know that at that point. And then those videos started coming in. Remember those women, her trousers are bleeding and everything. And then initial reaction when we saw those videos was of anger. But what we saw, Muslim diaspora all around the world, these popular Muslim influencers, you know what they said? I remember this one very big influencer in England. She said, "Oh, Palestinians have done in one day more than what Zelensky did in a year." They were celebrating that while we were seeing the same video. So your initial reaction is like, "Oh, that's bad," and we understand it's a complex dispute you guys have going on for so many years. But this is bad. You don't do that. And then we knew that Israel was going to retaliate. And then people made excuses for this barbarous behavior. And then the moment Israel retaliated, I remember when the casualties hadn't even hit 5,000, they started saying it's genocide. So I knew straight away this whole movement is built on lies, deceit, contempt that they have for the state of Israel, the only Jewish state, only a homeland for Jewish people. Tiny piece of land. And I know as a Muslim, I know Muslims grow up hating Jews. We are taught that from childhood. We have to take Jerusalem back from these Jews. And it's their Mecca. It's their primary worship place. So that's why I ended up taking that position. And they didn't disappoint. The whole pro-Palestinian movement was built on lies. And then obviously there is an element of human tragedy. People are dying. No one is denying that. But the amount of pressure these pro-Palestine protesters put on Israel, if they had put that pressure on Hamas, then Hamas would not have been that brazen. Hamas would have surrendered a year ago. If they had released the hostages a year ago, if they had surrendered, then the people who are dying, they would have stopped dying. But we know it's not their strategy. Their strategy is their leaders are caught on camera saying that we need more Palestinian blood. Our Palestinian women, we salute you because you give us more martyrs. They want to sacrifice people so they can pressure Western governments, and they have given up. Australia, UK, France, Spain, Ireland, I think. They're all about to recognize Palestine. They have rewarded Hamas for carrying out October 7 terrorist attacks. It just doesn't make any sense. It's literally giving Osama bin Laden what he was demanding after 9/11. But America didn't do that. America went in. America went into Pakistan, where Osama bin Laden was hiding. Pakistan was supposed to be an ally. And again, they have different rules. Now, Israel, I don't know if you guys heard, last week Israel bombed Qatar as well. And Qatar is supposed to be an ally, and America was angry too. I think they had America's blessing. But hang on a second. Why were you not angry when America went in Pakistan? Pakistan was supposed to be an ally. Obama didn't declare war on Pakistan. It was a breach of international law.
In terms of Mr. Kirk, you've experienced threats because of having
I couldn't imagine. Yeah.
You've experienced a lot of it. I've seen it firsthand. People said, it's pretty bad what's
Nasty
happened to
shit.
you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But again, it's just one of those things like we get desensitized to it. Like I'm sure Charlie Kirk would have had some death threats, but he never
I've sort of
imagined.
talking about security and this and they've
He had his bodyguards with him.
Yeah, he understood. Yeah, he understood there's a risk. He said, I'm fighting for the truth. So he understands that this is what it entails. And unfortunately, this is the extreme of what it entails.
When does it get to the point where you potentially feel like you do need bodyguards and
as soon as you can afford it,
bulletproof vests and all that kind of stuff?
As soon as you can afford it, I think you'd have it. I've spoken about it so many times that if I could afford it, I'd love to have
Ayrton Senna's a great example. Racing Formula One cars and Crash doing what he did as There's many cases of that where people are doing what they do, knowing the risk involved, and the worst risk is death. And I guess for Mr. Kirk, he understood that.
Not that.
Well, no, he did. Why else have security? Like you have security because you know you could get killed. I mean, why else do you
Not
have security?
killed. Maybe people get
I'm pretty
hassled.
sure.
You're dealing with university
I'm pretty
students.
sure he understood there was an element. I'm
think that kind of
confident he's
deal-
not stupid. Just like you've experienced it. I'm sure he got death threats.
Yeah, but I'm not.
That wasn't the first time the threat became real. I'm sure he got many death threats. So,
But I'm not thinking that tomorrow I'm going to be dead.
but you're playing in a game where it's part of it's part of it.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't you avoid certain places as well? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's why I'm not a fan of. Like, I don't know, but like, I mean, I think you tend not to think about those things.
You know, I play the game of business, and the risk is everything can fall apart. You can lose everything. You know, you're risking things. You're pushing beyond the boundary. You're not always working within your means. You're stretching. There's a risk that things can go wrong.
What risk do you think you're going to have when you decide to have so many kids?
The risk of having a full life of lots of love. I mean, that's the risk, and the risk came true. Fortunately,
there's some downsides to it. So there you go. That's what I'm saying. Like people tend to focus on positives more than the negatives.
Correct. I'm sure there's some negatives in other people's view, but for me, it's just positive, and that's because I'm doing something I love, and this is, I guess, what I'm saying.
That's what Charlie Kirk
Charlie
was
Kirk's
thinking
doing what he
too.
loved, and I saw a talk that he gave. Someone posted it, and he's saying, I'm doing this. This is what I was born to do, and this is my duty. To go and do this. So I guess that's my point. When you love what you do,
So people tend to
the
forget.
risk that comes with it is very unfortunate. Like racing a Formula One car, the risk is you can fucking blow up.
But the thing is that what happens is with Charlie Kirk and even Senna and anyone who does the high risk things that they love but there's a sense of planning prior to all that to mitigate the actual risk, and that's why they eventually don't think about it, because he would have planned.
I think with Ayrton Senna there was an issue with the car, so they planned, but then the issue, unfortunate, and this anomaly.
It can't be 100%.
And again, it's like with Trump getting shot. I mean, imagine his security, and there's always gaps. I mean, now and again there's trip ups, there's mistakes, and someone can get through the cracks.
But also though is the guy who shot him, the Charlie.
Ooh.
From 100 yards or 150 yards or whatever it was, 130 meters. I don't
It
know.
wasn't that difficult. Some people are saying it was very difficult. It wasn't. You had a clear sight.
Yeah, but
He was
still.
fixed in position. He wasn't walking around. He was sitting.
Yeah,
was sitting, he wasn't-
but
yeah.
even then,
It wasn't windy.
150 meters is a long distance.
I've done some target shooting. I've been good up until about a certain distance, and I'm sure with practice,
Americans can practice.
yeah,
Pretty common. He's got photos with guns, so he
with
knew.
practice.
It's not that difficult.
We're just not experienced with guns, but I think with practice.
No, well, yeah, definitely with practice, but it's still a fair effort.
For you, because you've never even held a BB gun. That's why.
No, I've been to Thailand.
Americans are pretty.
Been to Thailand with the,
yeah,
the guns.
yeah. So once you held he
I'm
held
pretty
a
sure
gun once. Now he thinks he's a Rambo.
I'm pretty sure I missed it from 10 meters, right? So
Exactly.
In fairness, we do have laser tag here, and
Yeah, laser tag.
paintball came around for a
paintballs,
little
yeah.
while. It's sort of died off.
I don't even want to do paintball because it hurts. Imagine actually getting shot.
No, but I listened to some people that said, no, it's not that difficult as people making it out to be. Because, again, they wanted to say, ooh, he was some professional sniper. Some people were saying maybe Putin did it to cause this rift between the different factions in America. Also, and again, then you've got these people who are suffering from Israel derangement syndrome, and they're saying, ooh, the guy's already gone back to Tel Aviv, because they couldn't catch him initially. I was like, what the hell? They can't even catch him. I was
I
so
actually thought
angry.
they caught him.
No, not straight away. 48 hours later, 2
I
days
thought
later.
they caught him straight away, but yeah.
And that also happened because he ran his mouth, which is, again, like, why do these people always do this? And then his own family member snitched him. I think the weight of this is what gets these people. Has anyone watched that movie,
Yes, I
Assassin?
have.
No, not
No, not
Assassin.
assassin, mechanic,
Hitman.
the hitman.
Hitman was such a beautiful movie. What's that guy?
Hitman?
Yeah, what's
The
that guy's
fuck
name?
of this?
Fassbender?
That's just
Oh,
that's bad form, man. Talking about Hitman, fucking
Hitman.
talking about Mr. Kirk.
No. I'm talking.
Fucking hell.
No. Because I was talking about this guy who was a sniper. So we were talking about professionals, but there's this fascination about snipers and professional hitmen. Yeah, and when you watch that movie, and then the amount of pains that he goes through to just take out these high-profile targets, and you just think, what kind of a mind does he have?
You know, I've thought about lately because I'm 44 years of age, so I'm a lot wiser than I was at 24 years of age. And how old was this guy?
Yeah, 22.
And I look back at some of the arguments I had with maybe relationships where I'm right, I'm right for this reason. And I can look back now and go, I wasn't right, or I was wrong for different reasons, but I was still wrong because of the way I reacted. At that age, you can be so far off the mark, but not know it at the time. And I guess that's what I mean. It's not left. It's not right. It's fucking 22. He doesn't know nothing about fucking nothing. We've all been 22, especially this day and age where it's a soft world and everything's taken care for us. We go to university and, we get allowances and all this jazz. And, we're not educated enough to make such an extreme decision as who's got the right to live or die. At any age, it's hard to make that decision.
what's actually with Twitter? I think someone was at work. Some of the girls were showing me like some TikTok stuff and then Twitter stuff, right? And they'll show me on OnlyFans chicks, girls.
OnlyFans, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, does Twitter not censor anything?
No.
They literally have porn.
Yeah, Twitter's
on
always had
Twitter
the porn
or X,
category.
whatever it's called now. Whereas you can't show that on TikTok, can't show that on YouTube, can't show that on Facebook.
X has always had it.
All right. But
Elon is actually against it, but even Elon hasn't taken it off.
But it's full of these. Some of these girls have actual porn on there and to promote their sites. I was like, how the hell are you showing me this? Like, how is
Why
it
would
even
they?
possible?
Why would these girls showing that to you?
Because we were talking about some of the.
They were talking about the future career options.
Nah. We were talking about some of these OnlyFans girls who are now essentially big on TikTok instead of, even though they make a lot of money on OnlyFans, but they become so mainstream where even girls follow them on TikTok and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So and then we'll just go through. I
think
girls.
Some of these women on OnlyFans have literally made millions.
Isn't that Sophie Rain girl?
I might have seen it, but I don't know.
Sophie Rain girl she made 80 million or something a year, $85 million a year, and she doesn't.
How old is she? 20?
20?
Yeah.
But she doesn't do.
Is that the one who sits like this with legs spread out with her brother?
Nah, brother.
Oh my God, there's this one.
I don't
They're
know.
all rage beta. Have you seen that one? Do you know the one I'm talking about? So there's this girl, nowadays comes up on Twitter all the time, and it's called rage farming, yeah?
Yeah.
So you deliberately say something or do something and play it all innocent and get this engagement of people saying, so there's this girl, I don't know, she's 20 or something. She just sits like this. Her brother is sitting right in front, and the brother is saying, "Oh, my friends bully me at school." See,
I've seen that girl on TikTok or whatever. It was.
I don't know. Yeah, so I've only seen her on Twitter, but people are like asking normal innocent questions, and they're like, "People, are you stupid?" That's exactly what she wants. They say, "Who sits like that in front of the brother?"
Yeah,
and poor brother. Brother's getting paid too to play that poor brother who's getting bullied at school because they're asking, and he's like, and doing good acting. He's like, my friends have asked me, is your sister pink? It's like, what? like what? Really fucked up. So anyway, my point is, that's the rage farming. But again, it works. Like, this is next level depravity. I thought we thought that our generation was pretty messed up. This is next level shit.
I don't know, but some of these girls make so much money.
Oh
man.
yeah,
it's just crazy.
Millions. 80 million a year. I think she's one of them. She's one of them. She's right up there.
I think she might even be like the top, right? But she doesn't know. She doesn't do any sex or anything.
No,
she just is nude and has like costumes.
You
and
do
shit.
it. You get naked for 1,000. You'll get naked for $1,000.
1,000. Give me $50 an hour. I'll do it.
Should we all chip in?
Go, chip in $20 each. Make it $20 each. Go.
We'll have to pay the person who's looking at you $20 an hour.
Oh shit.
Hey, Mikey, if I gave you $20 an hour, would you see him naked?
Done. Done. I'll give you my pay ID.
Yeah, but this is insane. This is crazy. Like OnlyFans, I didn't know. I remember when it first came out, when people were like, "Oh, ordinary people can now become porn stars," and I was like, oh, "Who's gonna do it? Who?" But again, these ideas, these app ideas, are ingenious.
Did it even start off as this? That was.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was the intention.
That
of
was
OnlyFans?
that was the intention. Like ordinary people can become porn stars now. So we thought, oh, who's gonna do?
Yeah, that's what.
No, but it was always for.
I don't think it was always meant
nude.
to be for the porn industry type of thing.
From what I understand, yeah, it was
Always nudity. No, the nudity was always involved. Like you hide behind a paywall. That's why OnlyFans, like Patreon, etc., was already there. OnlyFans, like I'm your fan, so let me see you naked. So we thought, who's gonna do it? But that just opened up a whole new industry, which is so simple with hindsight. If you think about it, it's like, yeah, there's so many hot people out there, like Instagram models, and like it gave birth to this new industry. But before that, it was only Playboy models or these porn.
What is it? So some of these, and obviously not all of them make this amount of money, but does that kind of speak to how society is right now? Where
sex has been the biggest seller since the start of time. That's
It's the
normal.
oldest profession in the world.
No, but it's marketing 101.
No, sex is
sells.
sex
Let's
is
put
fine, I guess, and strippers, prostitution, all that sort of stuff, right?
It's really
but that's just you actually physically kind of being in the presence of someone. This thing here is they're paying, I don't know, $2, $4, $100, $500 a month.
It's like a classic peep show. It really is like the peep show booth.
Peep shows were like $1.
Yeah, but,
you know what I
but
mean?
this is the equivalent. I don't know what the amounts you can pay, but I'm sure you can pay.
Yeah,
$1.
but with the peep show, you'll see, that you're down the street, tooth missing kind of stripper. So here you've got a whole array of choices.
But for
choose
someone
from.
to make
But that's all really is.
$80 a year,
So
peep
yeah, so I'll
show.
pay. So someone will pay. I don't know. I never created an OnlyFans account because it's just not my thing.
I don't think anyone wants you to. No one
Great
asked.
one. Yeah,
No
it's
one
a great
asked, mate.
one.
No, I'm just saying. Like I can understand why is there such a big fascination. I can't understand that.
Yeah, but people fall in love with AI.
Yes.
people things now, so it's at least they're real people they're falling in love with.
Yeah. Well, there's actually another one that we were talking about where she's also big on social media now, and they'll actually. I was reading something where they said that she has more female subscribers on her OnlyFans than male. This other girl, Ari, whatever her name is, she has more female subscribers than male
Yeah,
subscribers.
I've been to the strippers before with the mates, and there's always one mate who falls in love with one, and
And it thinks
and he's just he thinks that she's in love with him.
she's in love with it too. Yeah.
But you know what? But he's craving connection. I mean, that's what, and these girls are giving.
And that's what
these
that's what
people
Andrew
the
Tate said.
connection.
Andrew Tate's webcam business was so successful, and again, this is him sitting on
Craving
podcasts,
connection.
and he's telling them, he's like, "Oh, sometimes I'm responding to these thirsty men because they just want
But
connection."
yeah, I was going to say it's not the sex because they're not getting it.
The connection, yeah.
It's someone giving them some interest, someone who they find
If you're
worthy.
like, oh, someone's
giving them-
talking to me, someone's showing interest in
Someone
me.
pretty, someone younger, someone who I'd never get to talk to on the street. He's talking to me online. I don't care if it's fucking online.
And I don't care if I'm paying her.
And I don't care if it's Andrew Tate talking back. It feels real. And that's the whole premise behind AI. It feels real.
I was afraid, but when I talk to a girl on a dating app or whatever, and we eventually start talking, in my head, I'm always thinking, am I getting catfished here? Am I getting catfished? I always find a way to video call, like to have a video call, FaceTime.
They know you're
Just to
fucking
confirm.
making sure that it's not a cat call.
No, it's not.
They know.
I have a way.
Otherwise, like, how many times, like, oh yeah,
I don't just go, oh, hey, let's FaceTime.
oh yeah.
Out of nowhere.
I
You know what I mean? You lead up to it, you build it into the conversation, Eventually, it's like, okay, yeah, it's FaceTime.
So how many times is false advertisement on the other side?
Not well. The ones that actually do agree to FaceTime, like
They're
eventually,
okay.
You know. But
So the other one's
there's
like,
plenty of
nah,
more that you
not
don't
today.
know. You don't know.
So the other ones are like, nah, sorry, not today.
Yeah, not today. It's like, oh yeah.
You're
Okay.
like, I know why you're avoiding it.
Well, there's actual Netflix. Isn't there a Netflix show at the moment where not catfishing, but it's just online people don't know who they are, getting bullied and stuff, and there's also a catfish one as well, where the NFL guy he dated a girl for 2 years, I think, and never met her.
Was he sending her money?
No, they were dating,
Oh.
and he was
Pen pals.
He was
That
a big
thing's-
college star. He was a big college star back then as well. And he got drafted and everything into the NFL. So it made headline news. And then there was one time where someone said she died. Her family called him that she died.
Shit.
And then he had to play a game the next day, and they won, and he dedicated the win to her as well.
Shit.
And it went all over social media. And
Maybe
then
that's the
eventually,
kind of connection he wanted.
yeah, but eventually she came
5
back
minutes.
alive. She came back alive, and then they found out that he was getting catfish, and he was all the people that he was talking to, her family members. It was that one guy putting on all those voices,
Yeah.
and he had a high pitched voice that he sounded like a girl as well. So yeah, he was full on talking to her on the phone and everything.
I was just thinking while you were talking, I don't know why that's random thought came to my mind. Have you ever actually seen an Asian midget? I don't think I've ever seen it.
No,
I've never seen an Asian midget.
I think I have
You have? Where?
somewhere. I'm pretty
Not
sure
in
my
Australia.
memory bank's serving me up one.
Not in Australia. Maybe in
is
Thailand.
midget even a correct term?
With little people?
Socially accepted term?
There's a whole category.
Wait, have you guys seen that Diddy that Diddy ad?
You're not allowed to mention his name anymore.
No, no, the Diddy the app, the rideshare app.
No,
so that
Didi.
Didi.
Didi, yeah, Didi. Yeah.
Didi.
Didi. Dot P. Diddy. I was
No,
thinking, what the
no,
hell?
you can't mention
Didi,
people no more.
the rideshare app where some people in a car, and then the car stops, and then there's this little person, like a little person.
Oh, little
He's there-
person.
He's there playing a flute, and they're just dancing to it, and he suddenly jumps into the car, and he's like sitting there playing the flute. They're all dancing. I don't know how that's got to do with rideshare, but it's actually pretty funny.
Mini-Me of Dr. Evil, I think he's Asian, isn't he? Mini-Me?
No, I don't think.
No, he passed away, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he passed
think
away a long
he's
time
Asian.
ago.
I don't think he did look Asian.
So do little people have little lives as well?
What?
Where the fuck do we get into this fucking topic?
No, like
He
it's
just
like
had a thought. He just had a thought.
I had a thought. I just looking at it. It's like I've never seen
You seen a Pakistani one?
Oh, many. There are a lot.
Mate, there's literally in one country there's 1 billion of them. I'm sure there's a
In China, they actually made a separate village for them. Like they have their own castle and all that, and they do this performance show. Like it's
performance show.
yeah, no, they do.
So they created a zoo for them.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Char-
did a zoo.
I forgot the name of the show. This Ricky Gervais' show where he sends this guy all around the world to travel. So, what was that called? An idiot abroad. Yeah, that one. Yeah, he showed that. He goes to China and there's this little village of little people, and they
Come
come
on
out.
the safari.
Kind of like a safari, yeah. They just come out, and then he interviewed them afterwards. He's like, yeah, look, this castle, it might be a play thing for you, but it looks and feel pretty real to
Please
us.
keep your arms and limbs inside the bus. The little people like to bite.
Michael is not enjoying this. Do you have someone little in your family? it's anyway, all right. I think we should wrap it up. I had fun. I was going to talk about Charlie Sheen's
Doco.
doco. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
I've seen the first episode. Man, that guy was a machine.
Well, he was making $2 million an episode.
Even
Right.
before that, though, like
But-
he said that I was so high all the time, even on set, and he was like, "Fuck," the money kept coming, and I was like, "Why stop?"
The money, the women, the drugs.
Yeah, he's like, I had no incentive to
But
stop
he
it.
drinks juice now. Is that correct? Is that what the last thing I heard? He's real healthy.
No, so he was on alcohol, and then he was on cocaine, and then on crack, and that's when he said, "Oh, well, that one I shouldn't have done it." But the girl who got him hooked to, she again, Charlie being classic Charlie, she said, "You're really gonna enjoy it when I give you a blowjob." He said, "All right, sign me up." That's what he did. It's like, oh shit. With hindsight, maybe that drug I could have skipped, but and that girl OD too. She died too, poor girl. So, and then so he'd go to rehab. He'll be clean for a few years, and then he'll go back again because he said that just because
I can totally understand how these things happen because I'm thinking if I ever became rich and famous, who knows? Who knows?
I know what I'll do.
I act like it now, and I'm not even rich and famous. You know what I mean? So really, imagine when it's actually true.
No, but you live a pretty basic life then, so it's good. So you keep your feet grounded.
No one who's ever been sober, no one in the history of the planet, of the universe, who's ever been sober for a year or two or 10 has ever said, I regret being sober.
I regret being sober.
Yeah.
No one would say it.
Correct. That's
That
what
makes
he's
sense.
saying. Like it's...
No, but it's so obvious though. Why would it's not a quotable?
No, but the point
quote.
is that lifestyle, yeah, but they all want to get out of it once they're in.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I want to taste it, but do you
Yeah.
really? Because they all want to get the fuck out of it.
But
once
No, but
they're
they
in
say
it.
that. No, but they say that after they've done it. That's why. So he hasn't tasted that. So
No,
he
but-
would say that too. But he's got to
but
fucking
then
live like
also
Charlie Sheen.
people don't specifically say, I regret being sober. But how many times do you hear people say, oh, I wish I took more risk. I wish I did more when I was younger. I wish that, I enjoyed my life a little bit better than what I did.
No,
right?
I don't think that means drug.
like crack.
No, no,
it.
I'm
I
not-
don't-
I'm
that
not
that
saying
means
drugs.
Ferrari
Crack addict.
business.
No, but that's-
maybe more women.
But that-
not
but that's just
not
a-
heroin.
No, but that's just a generic term to say, I wish I did more stuff. But and that could be anything. But also,
Skydiving, bungee jump, not fucking shooting up. And OD'd. I wish I had OD'd at 22.
but also, Charlie Sheen wouldn't be the person he is right now if all that didn't happen, right? The whole comeback story and getting sober. So really, he's saying that he might not want to regret not being sober and whatnot, but he probably wouldn't be the person he is right now. He wouldn't get this documentary. He wouldn't get the name that he does, and he wouldn't be paid $2 million an episode if he didn't have that sort of profile.
We wouldn't be talking about it.
and we wouldn't be talking about him, right?
No, but Tom Cruise proved that you could reach whatever heights without doing anything.
Yeah, no, but that's right. But I'm just saying, but for him
He
though,
was high in Scientology, though.
yeah,
Scientology didn't make him. If anything, it broke him. Like all the negative publicity that he got because of that. If he was off that or away
he's
from
still
it,
he's still my favorite.
he's my favorite. I love him. I love him.
Him and Leo. For Leo for other reasons, but
No,
the
I like
last-
him
the
and
last
Brad.
Top Gun was...
Huh?
I think I cried during it.
Who?
His last Top Gun.
Maverick.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that was...
Oh yeah, that
I think
was.
there's another one coming out.
That was a film. Get out of here. That was
Top Gun is my favorite movie of all time.
the old one.
The OG, the original one. It's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite
I
movie
know
of
it,
all
and
time.
I'm sure I've seen it. A
You
million
you
times.
cried because of Val Kilmer?
But the new one, no, I don't know why.
Oh, Val
I can't remember
scene.
why, but there was maybe just the end of it. Like it
Yeah.
was just a powerful film.
Well, I think
He's
that-
such a good actor, that Tom Cruise. Like the
Yeah,
intensity that he has.
anyone who says that he is not top tier, I think is just have thoughts of him in Scientology. Because I think he's one of the best.
Have you seen the new Mission Impossible one?
Yeah.
No, I got to be bored of the Mission Impossibles.
Nah.
A bit-
Oh, yeah, look, I got a bit bored,
I
but again, I got to
understand
watch
that,
it.
the action and the stunts, but the storyline.
But
was
I
just a
love the
bit-
quote.
maybe it's just
Luther's
my
quote.
age,
I used that for Charlie Kirk in my video. I said, Luther,
which is
he dies. He goes, our lives are not determined by a single action. Our lives are determined by the sum of all the choices we make.
Life is-
My delivery was better,
Look,
but
it's a bit of both. Your life can be determined by one stupid incident.
it
like
shouldn't be though.
Mr. fucking Kirk murderer. So it can be, but I guess what he's saying is so many things led up to that guy's decision, what he read, what he listened to, etc., etc.
Ted Lasso, in Ted Lasso show, he said something similar. Did you guys watch Ted Lasso?
No, but there's that meme going around where he's playing the darts.
Yeah, no, but there's another quote that he says that I probably shouldn't have-
underestimated me my whole life.
Yeah, well, that's one of them. But there's another one who goes, I hope that we are not defined by the things that we do, but how we respond or how we get back up from it or something like that.
Oh my God. I
That's-
thought that was my quote, not this. Like I said it better than that. I said we shouldn't judge people by the mistakes they've made, but we should judge them how they've learned from those mistakes.
I really want you guys to hear this quote. It's
You know,
actually
fucked up.
so
You know,
powerful.
all of us have fucked up, but did we learn anything from it? But if we've learned from it and then we built on it, then that's what we should. But sometimes you don't get a chance, I guess. Like you fuck up and boom, a random bullet hits you. It's like, oh man, give me a chance. I was about to get better. Fuck.
So what Harry was saying is right. He was a lefty.
No, what I'm saying is right. No, he's just a human who's got his ego bruised.
Michael, drop it, Michael.
And just wanted to fucking prove a point.
But he still identifies
And he
as
used-
a left wing.
No, the left is just an umbrella that he can hide under.
Yeah, that matters. It's a pretty big fucking umbrella. That umbrella is making people do a lot of shit. So it's
Anything
very
can
important.
make anyone do anything.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what the
No,
umbrella.
people are driven
It's
by
the action.
People are driven by their ideological beliefs. Come on, revolutions
People are
have been
driven
brought
by
because
ideology, the human trait. Doesn't matter what that ideology is. It can be Hitler. It can be
Yeah, but in this
fascism,
case
can
it
be
wasn't. So-
leftism.
No.
But
so-
the fact is, the fact that he can be ideological is what drove him to this. Could have been any reason.
No, but then he would have been alive.
What about that dude in Australia who shot the two cops? He had his
Sovereign
ideology, which was
citizen.
different to this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so I know,
what I'm
so
saying is, it's
ideology-
got nothing to do with being a sovereign citizen.
So
It's got to do with being a knob.
No, it's got to do with an ideology. Yes, all of us.
But you're forgetting
okay,
the-
no, hang on. I think you're missing a big.
That it was the individual who did it, not the ideology.
No.
The ideology is just some fucking words that float around.
Okay, so we can sit here quietly and we can be, saying kumbaya or whatnot, or we can start killing each other. But if you're going to look at why do we go from singing kumbaya to start killing each other, you're going to look into it, what triggered it. And then if I have a reason,
If it's true, the trigger was he was beaten in a debate. Is that what you said? Or
no, he's never had a debate.
he did.
He did.
Or maybe some, yeah, but so many people have had debates with him.
Harry,
But
you got to go with the facts, brother.
no,
Otherwise
it's irrelevant. That point is irrelevant.
It's the whole-
No,
it's
no,
the-
that's
it's
not the whole
most
point.
relevant thing.
No, it's because, why did he think that he lost? Because ideologically, they were at the opposite ends of each other.
No,
That's-
it's like me arguing. Yeah. It's just pretty standard human emotion.
All right, well,
Bit like you're feeling now.
no. I'm about to kill you now. Eh?
Put on that vest.
But exactly, you won't because you're not a knob.
You're not